Oh, I tried that expensive eye curler, even though I'm not wearing eyelashes. It's amazing.
Oh my god.
I mean...
How much was it?
$25.
Mama, that's fine.
But I'll keep it forever.
You'll use it for a really long time. I want to get one. I was thinking about getting
Well, no, not that one. Let me send you...
I'm gonna get a Kevin
trans
Kwan
girl eyelash curler
tutorial.
She runs through all of her favorites, and
Okay.
there's one she said for people with really small eyes.
Oh,
that can open your eyes, and
that's
it's made
me.
specifically for
her name
small.
is Neo It Girl, and she has the most soothing voice.
She's the most
and
beautiful
I've been following.
woman.
She's the most beautiful
I'm sorry,
woman.
You're very beautiful.
No. I aspire to be her, and I
to
know you
her.
aspire that for me.
Yes, I do. I do.
If she were ever to move
she
here,
has all her teeth
that we know of. At Neo It Girl on TikTok, we love you.
But she's not a patron. I love her. Neo It Girl.
I love her. She's so soothing. I want her to read books to me.
She does makeup get ready with me's, and legit.
I just punched myself. Ow!
That was so upsetting. Oh my
I
God.
just punched myself in the throat.
Yeah, you did. You hit yourself in your earring. You're wearing earrings.
Yeah, remember that comment
I
that's like,
know.
why do they never wear earrings?
Willem, shut up.
Oh, you think that was Willem?
No, I don't think that was Willem, but
Oh.
but we did get one comment. Okay, when we did Queer Teas, we got ready at Willems.
Oh, Joshua.
We didn't have earrings because you know us. We're not earrings girlies.
And our hair didn't really require earrings.
But
Joshua said
insisted. He cut up
He
her
cut up
bracelet.
a bracelet. I gave him permission, and he glued him with nail glue to my ear, and it was fine. And
And then he was like, "What about you?" And I was like, "Oh."
And then he turned to her, and she was like,
"No, I don't want that. I don't care. I don't want that. I don't care." And then Willem was like, "Whoa, Darby, putting up a big fight." So then the whole night,
she kept saying,
she
"How
kept
those earrings?"
saying,
That was her way.
"Aren't you glad you got earrings?" No, I know. That was her way of... But she was the only
Connecting.
person that said that. And then when
You looked beautiful with the earrings, though. Didn't they look so cute?
They did. I don't regret
Reminded
it.
me of Princess Diana.
Don't regret it. I'm not going to
eating the
admit that I
pearls.
was wrong, but don't regret it.
Well, but here's what you don't know. On the way home, she ripped one off, and I just hear from the back of the car, "Ow!"
Because nail glue on your skin, I didn't think would...
It hurts.
It hurts. But anyway...
Meanwhile, I get
the
home,
next video...
pulled right off. I think I must have oily lobes.
I'm very dry. Dry heat. Dry lobes.
Yeah.
But our next video, somebody
commented
with like a burner type YouTube account
Yeah.
was like, "Where's your earring, Darby?" Or "Where's your earrings, Darby?" And I was like, "That's Willem."
Oh, yeah, and then someone else
was
was
Willem.
like, "I love these girls, but why are they never wearing earrings?"
No, that's not Willem. Because she wouldn't have said, "I love you." She just said, "Where's your
That's
earring,
true.
Darby?"
That's true.
Anyway, what? Okay, I have to tell you this story. I don't even know if I told you. I don't think I told you.
We haven't really
Oh, yeah,
been...
we haven't.
Because now I work all
depression
the time
and
in depression.
I'm super in my depression era. I'm just saying.
But you're also like in between insurances and like
Oh no.
medication.
I have
so like
insurance.
this too shall pass.
I found a psychiatrist. I've reached out, so it's happening.
Oh,
It's
good.
happening. But I'm in a very, very, very dark place. I am not a risk to myself or others.
But your dark place
my dark place
is nowhere near how my dark place is usually, because you don't
Well, 'cause
really
I'm a
let it
model.
affect me. But I push it all on you.
Well, no. Yeah. Alexis and I had a very important business meeting at a very top secret business meeting place.
Something very exciting.
Very drag, very, very big name drag, and we were there for some reason. Hopefully, we'll have an update for you soon. Anyway, so we had a very important business meeting. It was the same day as Fat Slut St. Patrick's Day. It was Trixie and Alaska and other...
Meatball.
You
and
meatball.
all
Well,
of them.
obviously it's a meatball show. Yes, we were out to lunch with Veronica, and Veronica likes to go to Fat Slut, and we never go out. And I was like, you know what? I'm in my depression era. I need to leave the house. I know that Veronica will pick me up at my front door. I know that she will do all the talking. She will make it the most easy going out that it could be.
Yeah.
And I was like, Veronica, can I go to Fat Slut with you? Anyway, so we go to Fat Slut, had a great time, saw some amazing people. I do want to say, I have not been out on a St. Patrick's Day since I worked at Bar Redacted. Actually, the last time I ever worked at Bar Redacted was St. Patrick's Day.
The fall of the Roman Empire.
Exactly, because they Lori Lightfoot, may she rest, shut down
the bridges.
Chicago on Monday. The bridges. She shut down the bridges. She shut down the Chicago on Monday. So we all got COVID at Bar
They
Redacted.
waited until after, because St. Patrick's Day is big in Chicago.
Yeah, and then we all got COVID. But anyway, so I haven't been out. I don't recommend it. We got there 2 hours before the show started, 2.5 hours before the show started, and the line was around the block. And had it not been for Big Dipper just walking by, because Dipper was performing that night as well, he was like, oh, come with me. Had it not been for him, I'd still be on that sidewalk. I gotta be honest with you.
Oh
that
my
was
God.
nuts. Anyway, so we go, we have fun. I see Harvey Guillen. They're there by themselves and they're making the rounds, you know. I mean, obviously, they're a TV star. They're making the rounds. At one point, they're alone at the bar. Oh God, this is so embarrassing. I am filled with, it was one of the most humiliating moments of my life. Okay. So they're at the bar by themselves and they're ordering a drink and I'm like, okay, great. Because I didn't want to interrupt them while they were talking to other people. And it's LA. You're not supposed to approach celebrities. But it's gay bar. And we had just won the queer tea and we were standing in line behind them at the red carpet. And I remember that night thinking like, well, I'll wait until if we win, then I'll feel like I can go talk to them. And then I didn't see them the rest of the night.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is my opportunity. And I'll say I was behind them at the red carpet and blah, blah, blah. Tap on their shoulder, they turn around. And I should have known the minute they turned around with their Instagram face. Go look at pictures of Harvey from Fat Slut that night. This is their constant photograph face. Which in a picture looks cunt, but in real life, if that's what they're turning to you with, it's what the fuck do you want? So Harvey turns and goes, and I was like, hi, I'm so sorry to bother you. I just want to say hi, I'm a big fan. And actually, my friend and I, we were standing behind you at the queer tees for the red carpet. We were the Dumb and Dumber drag queens, like the blue and the orange. And like, I didn't want to say hi because we're both big fans, but I thought like, well, if we win, and we did win the queer, I don't know if you remember that, we won. And so I thought, well, now I can talk to Harvey because I have my trophy. You know, anyway, so I'm just like word vomiting.
You're being charming.
Okay. However, you say that. I word vomit all over them and wrap it up with, anyway, I just want to say hi and just really happy to see you and just want to meet you. Sorry to bother you again. This was the response. Do you want a selfie? That was the response. And honestly, no, I didn't want a selfie because
you wanted like an exchange.
I just wanted a
human exchange.
I just wanted a quick exchange, and I realized I say I wanted a quick exchange, and then I talked for 3.5 minutes at them. I just wanted them to say, "Oh my God, that I wish you'd said hi that night. Thanks, congratulations," or anything. But literally, the only words they said to me were, "Do you want a selfie?" Just like that, and I was so. Listen, I'm interpreting this from my lens. So I'm sure they go to a gay bar, people are constantly asking for selfies. Perhaps they interpreted my nervousness and they were just like, oh, they want a selfie and now they're word vomiting at me instead of asking for selfies. So perhaps they were, but I took it as like, I was humiliated and I didn't want a selfie, but I was so caught off guard that I was like, yeah, and I don't take selfies. I'm not a selfie girl. So I'm like grandma struggling with my phone. They are fully turned away from me. It was humiliating. And I took a selfie and ran away. I'm never going to post it, but I am going to keep it to remind myself I'm not the problem.
No. Listen.
It was so humiliating.
Well, listen.
Still a big fan. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I was going to say.
They're in a gay bar.
To give them the benefit of the doubt, they probably get this a lot, especially in queer spaces.
Absolutely.
They probably, were just, like, on the hunt for whatever their sexual genitalia of choice is.
I choose to believe that they were saying, you don't have to, like, stumble over your words to ask me for a selfie.
Yeah,
that is what I'm choosing to believe.
Maybe it was... Because, offense, I love you. You do love to rewrite history a little bit.
100%, yeah.
So maybe they were saying, oh, do you want a selfie?
Christian.
Like, maybe it was, oh, do you want a selfie? But honestly, I don't I don't.
It wasn't.
Honestly,
I'm
for
sorry.
someone whose show is called What We Do in the Shadows.
Mm-mm.
No,
Don't
I'm
say
never
anything
gonna.
negative.
I'm
Don't
never
say
gonna
anything
watch it
negative.
now.
No.
You're never going to get me to watch that.
No, it has not taken away my love for Harvey. I love their work. I love what they represent out in the world. I truly just think I seemed like an annoying fan to them, and they just were trying to get a drink.
Well, I told you about my Tessa Farmiga one.
Your Tessa what, honey?
Okay.
Is that a person?
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember, you know Vera Farmiga? She's a fabulous actress. She's in all those Conjuring films.
Mm-mm.
Do you remember the show Bates Motel?
Yes.
Do you remember the mom?
Up in the air, up in the air, up in the air.
You remember Up in the Air?
Up in the air, I do.
So I don't know if they're daughter or sisters or what, but there's a younger version, and she was in the first season of American Horror Story, and she was also in The Gilded Age, and she's in a lot of stuff.
Oh, I loved and hated The Gilded Age.
I loved it. She was the daughter. She was the daughter of the rich lady, the New Money.
Oh, sure,
New
sure,
Money
sure.
daughter.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So I'm at my work, and a lot of notable people come in.
Yeah.
In fact, just yesterday,
Hey, sister.
a certain sister came in.
What were they wearing?
A sweatsuit.
I knew. What color?
Ass,
Black?
gray. Ass
Really?
pumped.
Oh, huge butt, yeah.
Huge butt.
They BBL.
She was really nice. I'm not like.
I'm sure Todrick's nice. Doesn't mean I want to hang out.
Oh, no.
Doesn't mean I want to
but-
hang out.
But this was, okay, so this was my first week there. It was my first time kind of seeing a celebrity of this status. I see this girl and this guy, and all I know how to do at my job at that point was to walk around and ask people if they're okay. And then
Right.
if they tell me they need help with something, I say,
find someone.
let me go get someone else.
Right.
Because I don't know how to do anything.
I love that.
So I see this girl and this guy, and it's one of those where, like, you could tell they have money, but they could also be homeless.
That's how you know they have real money.
Right.
When we go to celebrity Starbucks, constantly I see people and I'm like, they just stepped out of the most expensive car in the world, and I truly want to give them money.
Bitch, all the Ubers I get here are Teslas.
What's that about?
Everyone who has a Tesla is an Uber driver.
Bookmark that. I have an expensive car story. Go.
So this girl, she kind of looks familiar. She kind of sounds familiar. I'm an auditory learner, I guess. But I'm doing my job. I'm trying not to like make any huge mistakes in my first couple of weeks. And then
And you did not.
And then I'm up in the front because I want to hear her again, because I know if I hear her, I'll know it's her. So she's checking out. She's not saying much. And then the girl behind the counter, she goes, "Has anyone ever told you look like the girl from American Horror Story?" And I turn around in the spirit of trivia, meaning, oh yeah, I think she looks like that girl too. But what I said was, oh yeah, Tessa Farmiga. And I look at her, and it's clearly her. And she goes, yeah, I've heard that before. And then right then she scanned her card and her name popped on the computer screen. So I heard the first girl look at the computer screen and stop. And it was so embarrassing for her and for us. And I was just like, okay. And then my friend Meryl, who I love,
if you don't know.
she was like, if it looks like a famous person, it probably them, and just be
Shut
cool.
up. Yeah.
And I was like, that is a good rule of thumb. And since then, I've been cool to everyone.
Can I do one more?
I need to hear your Uber jobber, your expensive car
before
story.
that, can I do one more St. Patrick's Day fat slut?
I need to know. I want to hear. Yeah.
Well, there's
sorry.
a lot of gay celebrities show up.
I was trying to make you feel better.
No, thank you. You did. A lot of gay celebrities show up to Fat Slut. Like, we're LA. It's a really fun show. It's downtown. You don't have to go to the gayborhood to like do it. You know those two guys on TikTok? They record their podcast, but they put it on TikTok. The gay guys that grew up as best friends. There's I think the really cute one.
They're not
and then
brothers?
the skinny one. Mm-mm. Anyway, they were there, and
Oh my God.
and one of the tall one's boyfriend
Now
came
I'm
up
out.
to me and was like, "Are you Darby?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "I love IMHO." And I was like, "Are you with the podcast guys? I'm so sorry, I don't remember the name, but like, I love their TikTok clips. Could I meet them?" And he's like, "Oh my God, of course." I will be honest, at this point, I'd had a couple St. Patrick's Day beers, and I didn't really get drunk because I don't do that anymore, but I was
My intel
chatty.
said you didn't.
I
My
was
intel said you had fun.
Can I say, I came home from St. Patrick's Day night and Curtis was on the couch and he goes, "Wow." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "You're sober." I just can't believe it. And I was like, given my history, I understand. Anyway, but of course, the minute I meet those boys, I'm immediately psychotic. And I don't remember what I said. I just remember everyone in the group going,
No.
and looking at each other. And I knew I was being crazy. I didn't feel bad about that because I did it. But can I say this? The one that I think's the cutest, the curly-haired one.
Oh, I do too.
Short king.
Everyone is short.
This big. Well, no, the other one,
Tall.
tall. Other one, short. And I was so bummed because I think he's so hot. But he is old enough to be my child.
Well, you
Anyway,
know what they say about short is that your height doesn't matter when you're horizontal.
Bitch, I used to date Little Muscle Person, and he would have to fold me in half to top me because he was just so tiny.
That can be fun.
It is what in your early 20s.
Oh,
now,
yeah. Now
I'd be
it
like,
hurts
we're
to
side.
bend yourself
We're
over.
side. Hello, welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Dobby Bags.
I'm Alexis P. Bevels. The P stands for Peck, Orville. Damn, that person is fine.
Yeah. I just love that country stars can be gay and masked.
Yeah.
Masked for masked.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm Orville pecking today. Last week I wore sunglasses for fashion. This week I'm wearing them for depression. And that's okay. Because we're all on our own journeys.
Also, the sun's been out more.
No.
You're really worried about your retinas?
True. I've only got 2. Today, I just want everyone to know I was made aware the United Kingdom, if you will, has a different Mother's Day. Their Mother's Day is right now. It's today. And you didn't say a word to me.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's Mother's Day. In the UK.
Well, wouldn't it be Happy Mum's Day?
Happy Mum's Day? Do you want some beans and toast, ma'am?
Maybe Mum's
So I poured one out for Diana.
Poured
mother
out a
to
can
all
of beans?
mothers. Can of beans.
on a piece of toast.
Onto the toast
Yeah.
for her. And then I threw it all on the ground for Queen Elizabeth.
That's wasteful.
Well, she was too.
I actually did talk to my mom today.
Rubbing it in immediately.
Well, but she talked about you.
Uh-oh.
She said she saw our speech from the Queerties and she thought it was so funny, but she couldn't understand what you were saying. She couldn't understand what either of us were saying. So I told her you told the story about how you went to the Aldo, and my mom died laughing. She thought that was the funniest thing she's ever heard.
Why?
She thought it was hilarious.
Oh, good for Debbie.
I was tempted to record it and play it for you.
I didn't.
She loves you.
No, I can't take Happy Mom right now. I'm still dealing with my mom's stuff, and we
No,
just
I
lost
know,
the
but
queen.
I thought you could have a little bit of mine.
No, I'm just kidding. Your mom is. I'm happy to share your mom.
Yeah.
She's the sweetest.
She's friend of the pod.
She is friend of the pod. We also have, Curtis's mom. My mother-in-law is my mom.
Yeah.
In that she sends me stuff and she doesn't ask for a lot. I love that. That's my
the best
That's my kind of mom.
family.
No, let me tell you the Aldo story because I didn't finish a single thought in that Queer Tea speech. So I do want to finish the story here. So I went to Aldo and I found these sunglasses with matching. They just came out with all their spring stuff and they had the perfect shoes for my Dumb and Dumber dress. They matched perfectly. And then I bought these because my makeup was wiping off. Oh, my under eye was wiping off. My makeup was wiping off all the time and I couldn't figure out why. Anyway, go to Deja Sky's TikTok. She has an entire video about how to have a perfect under eye. It's changed my life. I bought everything she told me to buy, and it worked. Go to Deja Sky's TikTok
Deja
and look
Sky
for the
influencer.
and look for the
I think
under
it's
eye.
time we have her back for something.
I would love to. She's in Vegas. I'm still dealing with that addiction, so I can't really go see her right now.
Yeah,
my addiction to Deja Sky.
And my addition to buffets.
Absolutely. Anyway, so I go to Aldo. Well, I go to a mall, and then I'm walking by an Aldo, and I see the colors, Duke, the colors, and I was like, that matches Dumb and Dumber. Let me go see. I pick up a shoe, and I say, do you have this in a size 10? And she says, oh, we only go up to size 10. If you want something bigger, you're going to have to order it online. Ma'am, what did I ask? What was the question? I want you to think back.
Let's check the transcripts.
The transcript said, and then it would say in parentheses, in gay voice, because I do gay. Do you have this in a size 10? And her response, we only carry up to size 10. If you want bigger, you'll have to order it online. Did she look down and go, no way?
Well, you're very tall. Maybe she just thought tall equals big foot.
I was in gray sweatpants, and I'm super hung. And she was like, no way.
Well, she works in an Aldo.
I know.
Have you ever been in one of those? They are sad.
It was
worked
weird.
In some sad places before.
It was really weird.
I worked as a golf cart attendant at a country club where I had to drive the cage, and the guys would try to hit me with their golf balls.
I tried to hit her with a golf ball.
Well,
She's
she
quick.
shouldn't have been so rude.
Well, she was quick. Aldo does make very fast shoes. We are celebrating this weekend is St. Patrick's Day. Tell me, this was our first St. Patrick's Day out of the Midwest, which is tough. Okay, because Chicago has one holiday, and it's St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
What was it like seeing the river green from a distance?
I gotta be honest, I missed it.
I like
was
the option
upset.
of it. I never went,
missed
but I
it.
like the option.
Well, here's what I did.
Okay.
Because it has been raining a little bit here. Before we moved here, they were like, you can't take showers anymore, or long showers, because we love to do that because of the rain or whatever. But it's been raining so much.
Yeah, like
So
now
I
it's
filled the
even-
bathtub up, and I poured
didn't.
green dye in it.
You don't fill the bathtub, you let it run.
I used to. I can't do that anymore because I do feel bad about if there was water conservatory or whatever.
Yeah, you don't want the police to come get you. ACAB though. Friday night I went to St. Patrick's Day Fat Slut at Fat Slut Precinct. Trixie and Alaska. It was a
who's
tour de force,
who.
a who's who, really. And I just want to say,
Shamrock and good time.
to all the people who said hello, can I tell you the funniest part? Okay. To all the people who said hello and bought me a drink, thank you so much. Everyone was so nice. I get so excited when someone goes, "Are you Darby?" Because I'm immediately like, yes, I am. And I'm ready for a compliment. Towards the middle/end of the night, someone offers to buy me a drink because I'm waiting in line behind him and he recognized me and he's like, "I would love to buy your drink." And I was like, oh my God, that's so nice. Because I'm drinking PBRs, okay?
Yeah.
My drinks aren't expensive, so I don't feel so bad. So I was like, oh, that would be, I'm just having a PBR if you don't mind. He's like, absolutely no problem. And we're chatting, we're having a great time. And I think we were chatting too much. I think we were having too great a time because his boyfriend, partner, friend, I don't know. I just really assigned to their relationship. I hope they're together now because I just made that announcement. Hands him his drink and he's like, "It was so nice to meet you, Darby." And he walks away. And I get it. We were talking and he was distracted and whatever. And I obviously don't expect anyone to buy me my drinks, but he just, I know I use the word wander away a lot when I mean walk away. No, he wandered off. So it wasn't just that he took his drink and left. He took his drink and kind of like, you know how like you continue a conversation as you're trying to separate from that person? It was so nice meeting you. That was so... Thank you for chatting with me. I had a great... And I'm like, you're getting further from the bar, sir. Anyway, so thank you for offering. It's really the gesture that matters. Well, and then the money.
Well, I'm glad you went out and had fun. I'm sorry I didn't go. But I'm actually not sorry I didn't go because I wouldn't have been happy. No, I can't.
Line around the block. I bet it was
hot
you
in there too.
Very.
I
want to say thank you, Big Dipper, for seeing me in line and pulling me in. But it kind of okay. This is a little embarrassing, but I don't care. We've done Fat Slut a couple times, but like we don't know the staff at Precinct yet. So the person who came down to let Dipper in, since Dipper was performing, I walked in behind Dipper and you're kind of like, so I'm breaking the rules.
Come with him? Yeah.
So we get in the elevator and I'm just in my head.
There's an elevator?
And I'm thinking in my head, like, I'm sneaking in, I feel bad. And I was like, ooh, wasn't this crowded when I performed at the last when I was doing Fat Slut? It wasn't that busy.
Trying to slip in that you were
trying to show the guy that, like, I performed here before, like, I'm not just sneaking in. And Dipper goes, well, yeah, it's because you're not performing. That's why the line's so long.
No.
And I was like, I did that.
You set him up. You set him up. I walked home this week from work.
Really?
I timed it. Yeah.
How long?
An hour and 40 minutes.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
I used to walk home when I was a teacher in Chicago.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Well, you lived by the school.
No, when I lived in Uptown.
Oh, yeah.
I walked from Lincoln Park to Uptown.
That's about what it was.
Took me like an hour and 10.
Yeah,
and I walked
changed.
Fast.
Yeah. Oh, I don't. I'm mosey.
So for like everybody else, it would have taken about 20 minutes. What you're saying.
I did see Shazam! Fury Gods or whatever.
What?
There's a new Shazam movie.
Is he Republican? Is he Trump?
I don't know. I don't know anything about him.
Is he anti-mask? What is his?
His deal is he's annoying. I think
that sucks.
I don't know his deal. I don't care about him.
Remember when we found out he was straight, and I was like, who is?
Yeah. Shazam is actually really cute because it's basically Cinderella but for boys. And then at the end of Shazam 1, it's Cinderella for everyone because it's like, what would you do if you got your wish granted and you became a superhero? That's fun.
What would you want your superpower to be? You could do anything.
I think I would want it to be I could make things fly. Because then I could make things come to me. Yeah. I could send things away. I could do my broomstick.
Called? That's called something. What's that called?
Maybe a little telekinesis.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I could make a broomstick fly. I just want to fly on a broomstick. I just want that technology to be real.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be... What would yours be?
I would want the power to stop people around me from farting or burping.
You have to be careful with these wishes, though, because you could internally mess up someone's system. Like, if you tried to stop me from farting, what if
how would that negatively affect
the magic wish accidentally, like, stoppered me up, like Mount Vesuvius, but backwards? But I couldn't. It could really hurt my insides.
How does that hurt me, though? I still want that power.
Should we talk about this episode of RuPaul's Drag Race?
Before we do that, can we do a TV roundup?
Oh,
This
yes!
week-
I haven't been watching. Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. No, go ahead.
haven't-
You're usually the TV girl.
I haven't been watching anything for once. I haven't been watching anything.
What do? You read?
I finished. No. Well, I am trying to read. It gets really boring.
It's hard.
It's really
hard.
hard.
You think that, like, oh, well, I have a phone. I could look at that.
Well, I read on my phone.
Oh, that's tough.
Because
that's tough.
Because, okay, I finished my Sex and the City rewatch on the same day that The Last of Us ended. And since then, I've just been listening to music. I'm like rediscovering music. It's insane.
Because of Blackpink. You're welcome.
Oh, I should listen to them.
I'm reading 2 books right now because I struggle. I read 3 pages every few days.
Yeah.
I'm reading I'm Glad My Mom Died one.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm reading Trunky, the trans junkie, Sam's
who
book.
sent us.
Yeah. I'm going back and forth, neither of which are uplifting books, but they're really interesting. Anyway, I've been rediscovering TV because I take my gummy, okay? I take my gummies because tolerance. I've been watching a lot of K-dramas. I'm very much in my Korean drama era. I just finished The Glory. Ooh!
Oh, I saw your tweet about that.
It came out, part 1. Well, that was just horny, because they do make me
I love horny.
But I
love being horny.
Part 1 came out the same time part 1 came out, and then part 2 came out the same time part 2 came out. I devoured it. I loved it. It's revenge. I love revenge. Okay? It's a girl.
Oh, so the one you told me about? With the high schools?
She gets bullied, but like bad, like burned, like physically burned, and then she spends her adult life making their lives hell. It's beautiful.
That's
so
hot.
Highly recommend. The other K-drama that I'm watching is called Move to Heaven. This boy and his father, they run a company. They're trauma cleaners. You die. Who's cleaning up your house? Who's cleaning up your house?
This guy and his son?
They clean it up, okay? Son on the spectrum. And he makes it his mission to return the things to people that he thinks the deceased would want to have, even though those people aren't around.
Oh, that's sweet.
Dad dies. Episode 1, Dad dies.
Huh?
So now he has to do this business with his hot as fuck deadbeat uncle. And then each episode is kind of the individual stories of like each episode's, it's not standalone because they have their storyline, but you know what I mean, like Poker Face. We're introduced to new characters, like the person who died and their family, and then it all resolves at the end.
Oh, I loved it.
Last night I watched an episode that was gay. Lost my mind.
Okay, it's called
cried,
Move to Heaven.
Sobbed, cried.
It's called Move to Heaven.
Move to Heaven.
It's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. It's so good. But Back to America, the best show I have seen all year. Swarm.
Okay,
on
I have
Amazon
to watch
Prime.
this.
I can't describe it to you. Watch the trailer. It will tell you nothing. You will have no idea what to expect. I watched the trailer and I was like, yeah, I'll watch that.
I did see a TikTok of some guy fucking.
Yeah, episode 1. Fucking Chloe Bailey.
Oh, I love those Baileys.
Chloe Bailey's in it.
I love the Bailey
It's a Donald
ladies.
Glover thing. Like he wrote, directed everything, and it's like Beyonce. Okay, it's like a horror. There's murder. I don't want to ruin anything for you. It is
Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Phenom.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Phenom. I think it is It's groundbreaking television. Much like The Baby. Did you watch The Baby?
No.
Okay.
HBO, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the horror drama.
What kind of comedy?
Comedy.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Beyonce. So good. You'll love
Wait,
it.
it's really Beyonce's in it?
No, it's there's a
about
character
someone who's
that
as
is
famous as
Beyonce.
Okay.
And everything that Beyonce went through, this character goes through. Because it even says at the beginning, like, any resemblance of real life
Hive.
is on purpose. Yeah, it's Buzz. She's Beehive.
Swarm. Hive.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited to have something to watch.
Beyond highly recommend.
I have been in an era, so it's coming up on a year since we've been here, which you're staying here, but I'm moving again.
First year's the hardest. Yeah, but you're not moving that far.
No, I'm moving very close, God willing. What is it?
There's a hair and I'm trying to get it. I don't think it's attached to anything. Oh, it is. It's attached to your neck.
Don't put that in. Anyway, so I'm thinking about moving in the expenses, so I got rid of a bunch of streaming. Not a bunch of them, but like the ones I don't use.
You
like
can have mine.
Peacock, Disney. I think I want your Disney, because I think I want to get into The Mandalorian.
I don't have Disney anymore because I was using my brother's, and now that I'm not talking to either of my parents, I'm not talking to my brother, but I also feel like, I don't know if because he's with mom and he makes excuse. I don't want to ask him for the login. I'm sorry.
Isn't it already logged in?
No. They changed the password because of one of their kids needed the password and they didn't know it, so they had to change it. And now they can't remember what the password is.
Text your nephew.
I should. He asks me for money all the time.
He owes you.
Yeah, my 12-year-old nephew needs to do better.
Oh.
What?
I need to ask permission. Maybe we can cut her face out. My niece.
It's the funniest thing that's ever happened.
My niece, Kinley. My niece Kinley wore a green dress to school picture day, and I guess nowadays school picture day is green screen. So it's just her sweet face and her long red hair.
She seems completely unaware of what's happening. She just looks adorable. She looks so sweet.
She's auditioning for, someone's doing Annie, and my sister's like, Kinley didn't practice at all, but she thinks she's gonna get it because of her red hair. And I'm like, that's me. That's my influence.
If I could do one part in Annie, I would be NYC Girl. I love NYC Girl.
Oh, I love her.
I love her. She comes on, she sings, and you go, wow, she's good. You never see her again.
Yeah.
Love it.
Kind of what.
Anyway, I'm so sorry. Let's go back to.
Well, speaking of musicals.
Apologize. Oh, fuck.
Speaking of musicals, it's the Rusical episode.
The best Rusical we've ever seen.
Quite literally. Quite literally.
So good.
I was going to say.
They need to save the Rusicals we have learned now for smaller, for top 6.
Yeah.
Because we got the best of the best.
I will say this, though. The first 20 minutes of this episode, I really missed the 40-minute episode.
100% agree. There were a couple really good...
interesting parts, yeah.
Moments, like quotes and such, if you will. Actually, let me check my notes. I took notes. Oh, can we say this? This episode reminded me. Every episode does. I'm going to be honest with you, but this episode especially. Mistress is...
Yeah. Well, let's talk about this, because Twitter, the fandom, has deemed her a bully.
Well, that's Gen Z. Listen, they're currently being bullied for learning how to drive.
Does she stir the pot? Absolutely.
Does she gaslight? 100%.
You gotta put the gas on to stir the pot, otherwise you're just stirring cold food.
They need a villain, and she is helping create that storyline for Lucy. Now, I do want to say, Lucy LaDuca, I adore you.
I do too.
I absolutely love you. I think you're an incredible drag queen. I think...
And your song is a bop. Boppity bop bop.
Let Loose has taken over. Alaska performed it at Fat Slut on St. Patrick's Day. And... well, everyone does. If you go on Twitter, you see 100 drag queens doing their own version of Let Loose. It's... Let me tell you, I'm
taking the
gonna
world
let
by
loose.
storm.
Can I say though? I was in the shower, okay? When I'm in the shower, I scroll, but then when I start the washing part, about 20 to 30 minutes later, I turn on Blackpink, and I was like, well, let me let loose. Because I was seeing Twitter, I was like, let me let loose. It's not a shower song. You need to be around people.
No, you need to be able to let loose. You need to be able to stand.
Right, I did not want to fall. But congratulations, Lucy, for that. And I am sorry that the TV show is gaslighting you and everything. But however, but it's so fun.
It's making good content.
I hope now that she's seeing the world, seeing the internet's response and stuff, I hope that she's like, oh, okay, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I hope. But it is really fun to see Mistress just like fuck her up. Now, Mistress, this episode, I think she said the word era 37 times.
This is the era episode.
It was so fucking funny.
Sorry to derail.
Yeah.
Have you been seeing the Taylor Swift?
Where she dives into the stage.
Well, just all of the little moments from her show.
I have to, or Paula will turn my phone off.
I gotta say, I'm not a Swiftie in the sense that I like listen to her music or care about her.
I enjoy her.
But I enjoy her. I'll say this, not to sound like an old person. I'm really grateful for TikTok that we get to see these little moments from the live shows. Like, I've enjoyed seeing the Harry Styles. I've enjoyed seeing the Taylor Swift.
When Renaissance tour starts, I will be on TikTok non-stop.
Dubai.
Oh yeah, thank you for that.
Thank you for everyone who cheated and did Dubai or whatever.
Yeah, and I know like there's an issue with I don't know, but Beyonce, I love you. Bye. Dubai.
Oh, no, not in support of Dubai or their beliefs, but just in support of us seeing Beyonce through the clips.
Yes, of our vision of Beyonce.
In Dubai. Also, it is a fun thing to say. Dubai.
Yeah. At this point in the episode, Rue's coming around, and for some reason, Rue is doing walk-arounds for the musical.
For the first time.
Never seen that. It's not for... Why is she... Has she done that before? That's so weird.
I want to be very honest with you. I don't remember a goddamn second of this show.
I know. It's a lot.
I'm like a goldfish. The minute we review it, I don't remember.
Yeah, and she floats. Anyway, so she's doing walk-arounds where she's just talking to people about their characters. Really, she's doing trauma talk because it's Footloose, except drag is illegal. And obviously, we're all going through that. And we do talk about that later in the episode. But Anitra does her talk with Rue and she cries. And as she walks back, she looks at Mistress and she goes, get your Kleenex ready, girl. And then Mistress goes, oh, I'm not in my emotional era. I I screamed. I screamed on the couch. I screamed. I just adore Mistress with all of my heart.
Yeah, she is.
No matter how much she gaslights, gatekeeps,
She
always
bosses.
girl bosses.
Always.
And I appreciate that. Also, during the Rue walk around, Selena said that her mom bought her a Hillary Duff wallet and said, like, Hillary Duff's your girlfriend now or whatever. I was like, Hillary Duff wallet? I want that.
Yeah,
Is there
I
a
want
Hillary
one,
Duff
too.
wallet? Obviously, they don't still make them because I would be gay.
I went very, very hard.
Yes? Hillary Duff.
In my
She gets so hard.
in my Spider-Man wallet era, there was a dollar spot from Target Spider-Man wallet that I bought and I carried around for years.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't even necessarily like Spider-Man all that much. I just like red and blue.
Oh, I don't
Together.
like that. I'm having a very negative reaction to that. Even more so than you saying that your duct tape wallet. I honestly would choose duct tape wallet over Spider-Man
check
wallet.
dragqueenmerch.com in a couple of months. I'm going to have at least 3 duct tape wallets for sale on
All
there.
homemade. Bible girl will love that.
Do you remember that competition they used to do for prom?
Yes. Okay,
But you used to
explain
get a
it,
scholarship.
Explain it.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Alexis P. Bubbles. And in this essay, I will tell you that they used to do a competition. I don't know
Duct
if it was
tape.
like duct tape.
The brand.
The brand, yeah. So they make a prom dress out of duct tape. The winner got a scholarship for college.
Oh, I'm not. Listen.
Sorry.
I do not want to sit with you.
Don't touch me.
I thought I could stop it if I touched you.
I'm gonna take it back. These girls went all out, and sometimes they would make duct tape tuxes for their dates, and you would go on the website and you could see all the ones being made, and it was just the beginning of duct tape's era of making different colors in duct tape. So it was amazing. I
Well-
always wanted to do it. I don't remember that I could now.
It was amazing in 2002, 2003
Yeah.
because it was still very early internet days, and so there weren't a lot of
Oh, yeah.
how-to or DIY videos or anything.
No,
So
this
it
was just-
it was very simple.
No, but they would get intricate.
No, I know, but by today's standards, do you remember when drag, all you had to do was wear mascara and people were like, cunt, honey, baby.
Yeah.
But now you have to actually do makeup. That was the term in 2002.
Not kind of honey, baby.
So let's dive into
Speaking
it.
of projects, this was such a fun episode. Now, we did get a classic, I Want the Lead, No, I Want the Lead, between Lux and Lucy.
Fast-forwarded a little during that point. And we did get Mistress at the end going, even if you don't want, like, whatever part you get, just rock it. Like, whatever you do, just do it well. And they took her note because everyone did amazingly
This
well.
was so good.
Now, we did get the trauma talk was about this particular issue and making drag illegal.
Very timely.
Very timely, very now, very yes and.
We've talked about it before. I think you know our opinions on this. Drag should be banned in every state.
We have.
What doesn't kill us, it makes us stronger.
I don't believe that.
That was a very dark moment this past year when the internet came and said I was a groomer.
You have to laugh.
So I'm saying now I've never felt better. It's almost been a year. We want a queer tea. I have a job.
Yeah, you do have a job. I love that for you.
Yeah.
We have talked about it in reference specifically to what she went through and how awful that was and just how disgusting it all is in general. We haven't talked specifically about Tennessee, where the law has passed, and I am from Tennessee. Of course, I've been very upset about it. I haven't said a lot publicly about it. It is a fucking dog whistle, and I know it's important because we should work to get it, what did they call that? Hit away. Struck down, thank you.
Struck down.
Hit away. Support the people in those states that need your support. Basically what it is, it's not about drag queens. This is all about trans people, and they don't want trans people to exist. I don't know what else to say except, like...
This is like...
It's hell.
It's hell on earth, yeah.
Yeah. It's like they're
And
taking
you know what?
the bullying from high school
Once they
and
come
doing
after
it now.
us, they're going to come after you. For some reason.
Well,
not
I'm gonna
anyone
come
watching
after you.
this, because they're gonna come. You're probably
part of it.
us.
You
so
are
they're already coming
definitely,
after
yeah.
it. But these people, you know, we've seen this before in history, time and time again.
And
And
most-
I went to school in Texas, so we only got Texas history. So I actually haven't seen this before. Well,
what if it's...
the Alamo or whatever.
Right. I did forget about that one.
Yeah.
I promised I wouldn't.
You know why it's called the Alamo?
What?
A bunch of mo's in there.
named Al. Just love each other. And truly, I know that we're all scared and hurting and we're scared for the people we love. But like, let's be kind to one another. It breaks my heart to see people on the same side going after one another in these discussions. And I know it's hard and I know it's upsetting, but I hope that we can see it for what it is and direct that anger and that frustration and that fear, which is really at the root of all of this, toward the people who deserve it and not one another.
Yeah, the cast of The Real Friends if we have.
It all starts with you.
I'm just kidding. Should we just get into the runway and then talk about the Rusical was incredible. There was wink links. The story was good. The lyrics were good. It was too long, but it didn't feel too long. Like I enjoyed watching it.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't think it was too long. I loved it. Mistress's song for me was the showstopper for me.
Oh, absolutely.
It was so fucking funny. The lines in that goddamn song were so funny. I loved every minute.
I want to see that tour.
Yes.
They should do that production
I would
tour,
go see that shit.
Make the top 6 go on the tour and then go.
I think we can safely say that this episode had no bottoms. I mean, you know what I mean. Truly, there wasn't a single person that I was like, oof, not even moments. Like, I saw people trying to pick it apart online because, you know, we love to not enjoy things. But even those tiny little notes people were picking apart, there's no way you could possibly mean to put someone in the bottom for that. I truly thought this should have been all safe. All winners season.
Yeah.
The fact that Lucy LaDuca took the lead role and did it so well, all that choreography, are you kidding?
Yeah.
She was in the bottom for that? You can't watch that Rusical and go, oof, that one. She's bad.
Well, Selena, too. I thought Selena did a great job.
For me, not me, this was Selena's top episode all season.
This could have been her redemption episode where she finally won something. I think she could have won.
I agree. If it were going to be like a top 2, top 3 moment, I would have put Selena up there. I loved her from start to finish. Well, this entire episode was Selena for me.
As titties. Let's go into the runway.
Yes, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Let's start off with RuPaul, who actually, she kind of looks like she's wearing duct tape.
Oh, I loved it.
I loved it, too.
I loved how disconnected each piece looked.
Yeah.
Loved.
And then I have to do a little Orville peck. It's so handsome.
And the
so
stoning
cute.
and the rhinestoning on it.
Yeah.
Rhinestone, do more, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm not wearing any. Do less.
Now, the runway for this episode was gloves. Everybody say glove or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I got inspired. Today was my day off, so I learned how to make gloves. And so I made gloves to match.
You made this today?
I did. I made glove. I didn't have time to finish this one, so this one's just kind of hanging. But I made one.
You learned how to make glove.
Yeah. Isn't that kind of cool, though? Don't look at it too close. Now we can make gloves and you can put nails on them.
We can make glove. What I love about your projects, they eventually get
details.
Finished.
Eventually. One time, my English teacher, Mr. I want to say Randolph. I don't remember his name.
Oh.
I didn't know who to ask. I was running for
your life.
One of the leads of the theater troupe or whatever, like one of the whatever. And so I asked him for a recommendation just because he was the English teacher and I knew he knew how words. And he goes, my old name, Alex, he goes, Alex always gets things done eventually. And I've carried that with me.
Yeah, you're very good at that.
Well, it gets done.
Eventually.
I think his wife divorced him after that, so I think it was karma.
Is that a drag queen?
Lucy LaDuca, she is...
Under Ocean. What is it? Sea creature?
She was the creature from the Black Lagoon, but in like Esther Williams. I thought it was cute. It was cute.
It was cute. It definitely looked like something she kind of ran out of time and just needed to get it done. But it was
she always looks
beautiful.
good. She always looks
crisp.
crisp.
And I love the hair.
Yeah, I love that hair.
But I was a little underwhelmed.
Yeah.
But her performance, again, as
it
the
was
lead,
good.
No notes.
She was a little gaslit, I think, in this specific instance.
I think she has been in every single episode because you told me she has.
Oh, yeah. Anitra, Rave, Laser Lights. I mean, she always looks cool.
She looks really cool. The laser lights, I think they don't think, there's lights, okay? Bright lights. So
you can't really see.
You can't really see it. So for a main stage thing, it's
that's going to look cool in a club. Anitra's performance was really good.
Yeah.
RuPaul said it, she is born to do drag. The way she took those lines, those little bitty lines, and made me want to watch her the whole time.
Yeah.
She looked gorgeous.
There's something going around on Twitter right now where it's like from Rapunzel tangled in all the knives, the swords on the guy, and it's like, tell me an opinion about LA drag or New York drag or whatever that'll get this response. And so people are sharing their like hot takes, which I don't like. It's just the whole purpose of that is just to tear each other down. But somebody put like, it was about like lip syncing. Take your time. Go out there and feel the words. Make eye contact. Slow down. Because when I go out there, I'm like, I gotta move. I gotta make people laugh.
We also, I think what I need to do, I'm assuming this is the same for you because we're the same.
Get a grab.
Rehearse.
Okay.
I never do it.
Possibly.
Because I am the queen of
eventually.
I'm the queen of, I'll leave it to the last minute. So that way, whatever I do will be impressive no matter what.
Oh.
Because I did it so quickly.
Rehearsing
You know what I mean?
gives me diarrhea.
But it's a good way to work out the kinks. And the reason she's so good to watch, it's the same reason Shea Coulee is such and Dita Ritz is so incredible to watch. Is because they move not only with the words, with every beat of the song. And you can almost like see the song because they're presenting it.
It's a visual representation of the song. Yes.
Boots. Cunt Honey Baby.
Cunt Honey Baby.
Yeah. Mistress Isabel Brooks.
Now this look.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Glamour. Dripping in glamour.
I did, for me, when I hear a category as bizarre as glove, I want you to flip glove on its head. I want you to come out and I want the glove to be the thing I'm looking for or looking at or going, oh, that's a different kind of glove. I didn't think of that. Like when I texted you and I said, hey, I'm depressed. I'm not going to do my eye makeup. I'm going to wear sunglasses. You said sunglasses are the gloves of the face. That's hilarious. And it made me think in a different way. It made me think about gloves in a different way. And I do feel like I wanted to see gloves in a different way. And for her, were the gloves the thing we were looking at? No. But is it incredible?
You know what? It
Yes.
wasn't winning the category, but it was winning overall. Because she looked beautiful.
Right. Her performance,
You know who she reminded me of? It was amazing.
amazing.
You know who she
I want
reminded
that
me
wig.
of?
I want a wig like that.
Oh, yeah, me too. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Karen Walker. Like the voice they got to record her and the updo.
Yeah.
It was very Karen Walker and in the best way. And I loved it. And for someone who was a little bit nervous and hadn't had a lot of theater experience, she did great.
She killed it.
She continues to slay
I
every
think
single...
we're learning what we say about Sasha because Mistress is young. I think we're discovering as Mistress continues to grow, she also can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Much like Sasha.
When
I
you
just
got
think she's
it,
incredible.
you got it.
She
and
has
some people
got it.
have it.
Well, when
Sasha,
you got it, you
Mistress,
flaunt it.
Anitra, all of them. Yeah.
End of list. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, Lux Noir London. This made me laugh. This made me laugh. She had
loved
arm
it.
cast on. Arm casts. I think she was wearing one of the wigs from Mistress's Destiny's Child puppets.
Oh my, was she Kelly?
I think she was. I saw that on
That's
Twitter. It's
so
not my
funny.
idea, but I think she was.
That
It
is so
looks
funny.
very similar, if not.
The idea that instead of gloves, she's going to do casts on her arms is hilarious.
Yes. Lux did really good. She didn't have a lot to do.
I would say she was the most forgettable in the performance because I don't
No.
think she had a... Really?
I liked watching her when they were doing 3 people dancing at the same time.
You know what it was? She and Selena were on stage at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding, I couldn't take my eyes off Selena. But Lux did great. Everyone did great.
Lux did great. Well, let's talk about Selena as titties. First of all, her runway, it's wacky and weird. It made me think of Miley Cyrus. Remember when she had all the drag queens? That kind of style. So I got it. I got what she was going for. And I loved the big red hands.
I loved it.
The giant big red hands
I loved
for
that,
gloves.
I loved that her bodysuit was a face. Okay, let's talk about it. We've seen it. Let's talk about it. Ross Matthews tells her that the bodysuit's too much and he just wants to see the gloves, so she should have worn black. So the focus is on the gloves.
Yeah.
Which I don't think would sell the look of the gloves as well. Anyway, so she gets eliminated, which is so
he
awful.
wanted her to go down the runway in a black catsuit with gloves. They would have read her for filth,
Filth.
if she was just wearing black.
Yeah, it's a bad call. I gotta be honest with you. The hilarious
I
Ross
mean,
Matthews
he has
is
to
not always
say.
correct.
I mean, they all have to say good and bad, and they pick it.
And no one belonged in
I'm
the
not a
bottom.
Ross apologist.
And no belonged in the bottom, so they had to actually create
They had to make
reasons.
it look like-
They had to
yeah.
create reasons to put people
Yeah.
in the bottom. So Selena was at a viewing party, and she said on the mic, fuck you to Ross, and then uses some hilarious language, in my opinion, for me, pardon me. But everyone's kind of reading her down for it online. And by
Or celebrating her.
I feel like drag queens are celebrating her. All the drag queens I follow, like, we're living. But then the Drag Race fans on Twitter
Oh, yeah.
She also was at a viewing party, living her dream, seeing her dream kind of
Are people
end. Let her have her feelings. Let her have her feelings.
Also,
you have your feelings. Stop yelling your feelings at her.
Whenever Ross said Shea Coulee's look was a little crafty, y'all were all over him then.
Yeah.
So, whatever. It's fine.
It's not fine,
leave Selena
but leave her
alone.
alone. I have not been her biggest fan when it comes to her runway, her style, but this look, for me, part of me, was so good. And it was exactly what they asked for. And it was a style that we all understood. None of us were confused by it. I didn't understand the critique. I know they had to create stuff.
Yeah.
It was frustrating as fuck. And then her performance in the actual thing.
Rusical was so good.
When she came out in drag, I could not take my eyes off of her.
Yeah.
She was so high energy.
What have I been saying all season?
That you're tired.
That she is an actress.
Yeah.
Of the highest degree.
I agree.
I think a future EGOT. I'm going to say it.
For what?
For all of her work.
Oh, true. Okay, you know what? Put it that way. That makes total sense. I didn't understand. I didn't understand.
Up next is Sasha Colby, and for once, get your mitts on her. She's wearing baseball mitts. I loved this. Because at first I was like, where's the gloves? She's wearing them.
That's what I said. As soon as she walked out, I was like, where is the glove?
She's wearing them.
Yeah, I loved it. And then, okay,
she chose to be Carl. By the way, the best name ever. When my sister Anal Backwards got married,
sure.
The DJ's name was DJ Fantastic Carl. And I'll never...
Alexis, you can't just throw DJ Fantastic Carl at us so casually. You have to warn us that it's coming. DJ Fantastic
And I gotta
Carl.
say, he was fantastic.
Well, it's in his name.
He got my dad on the dance floor. There was like a dance battle circle and my dad went in the middle. Can't dance at all.
No, I know, I met
But
your
it was
dad.
the Fantastic Carl of it all.
Listen, DJ Fantastic Carl will get your dad on the dance floor.
In Oklahoma, look him up.
Listen, there's only one.
There has to be.
Yeah.
That name is too original.
She played this man, and then the chaotic energy with which she came out in drag.
She's an actress too.
Oh, I agree.
Because that was
She's
a character.
And I
physically,
also,
her physicality is...
Can I ask you this? And I'll cut it out if you want me to not.
Please ask me. Let me just ask you a drink.
As a trans woman yourself, they asked her, like, why did you want to play this role? And she's like, I wanted to play in the joke. So for her to choose the male role to start and to lean into it all, I found that as a cis person, I found that so encouraging and empowering and exciting.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I thought good for her. You know, I imagine the pressure to be, I mean, she's already a trans icon, but the pressure to be, okay, this might be weird. Do you remember Real World New Orleans?
Of course.
Do you remember how they came back and did
yes,
Reunited
I
or whatever?
I watched the first 2 episodes. I couldn't get into it.
I didn't watch any of it, but someone's been uploading
Julie
clips.
Can eat my ass.
No, she
sucks.
She is troubled.
She sucks.
She sucks. Someone's been uploading clips, and I've been watching clips. And Melissa, who I was obsessed with her when I was little.
Same.
I was obsessed with her.
Did you follow her
still
blog?
Obsessed with her.
Do you remember her blog?
No, I didn't have blog back then.
Bitch!
I was very young. But she said this, and I think it kind of relates to what we were talking about with Sasha. She was like, at the time, I was just living, having my fun, being a 20s-something young girl. I didn't realize that I had an opportunity to like represent Black women on television, and seeing me just kind of being funny and doing whatever. And there are 50,000 Black women behind me saying, you fucking are wasting your opportunity. So I know that there's probably a lot of pressure to get on a national platform like this and try to be perfect all the time. But that's what's so amazing about Sasha is, well, she is perfect anyways, but the nods of humor, like, it doesn't always have to be this serious. There are times for that, but we're doing a Rusical. We don't have to be serious. We have to have fun and do a show.
She's just
incredible. I loved it. I thought it was fun.
I did too. Good.
And I loved her gloves look. What would you do for gloves?
I'm not exactly sure what I would do for gloves, but I will say the glove look that blew me away from one of the eliminated queens was Irene.
Oh, Irene's entire package.
Did you see it?
I want to see. I didn't. No, what was it? Which one was it? Oh, yeah. I love it.
And the matching
It's
hair.
like diamonds, but also like Fay Ray, like the King Kong hand.
Remember when Violet did this, but backwards for the Met Gala? And we were all like, Violet, this is it. This is the camp that I wanted to. I'm looking it right in the eye. That's camp, baby.
Speaking of being serious, Chicago and the world recently lost Jojo Baby, which was so upsetting to hear. And this just reminds me, Jojo Baby did an incredible look.
King Kong.
With the King Kong hand.
There's
with the legs dangling.
We'll put it in the description box. There's a GoFundMe to help with her expenses.
There's an incredible artist, Jojo Baby, who is
truly
anytime we got to be around.
Chicago icon.
Anytime I got to be around, I was so intimidated.
Same.
But also like starstruck because you just knew, like Sasha, you just knew they were an artist.
I could name maybe 3 people that go back as far as JoJo does in Chicago and has remained the icon that they continue to be even after their death.
The ultimate.
So if you could visit the link down below and contribute to their GoFundMe, because JoJo Baby brought so much. If you love Chicago drag, we all owe something to JoJo.
Yeah.
That broke my heart.
That was really sad.
Yeah. Cancer sucks, y'all. Cancer sucks. And so does Julie.
So we do have a winner, and it's Nitra. Good. Well deserved.
Fine. Yeah.
She did really good.
They all won. Okay?
They all won.
It's hard to pick a winner. I would have picked Mistress, but Anitra also could. They could have said anyone. I would have been like, yep.
And then I do think it was splitting hairs just to get the bottom 2, but it wasn't fair.
I don't know how they got.
Selena versus Lucy.
I don't know how they got either of them in the bottom.
No.
I gotta be honest with you. Now, they did do the whole who should go home. And unlike previous who should go home questions, this one felt like Rue was like, no, for real, I don't know who should go home. Because there wasn't a clear bottom 2.
There wasn't a clear.
So
this was one of the most exciting Who Should Go Home we've had in a while.
It.
People's feelings were hurt. People were pressed. People were delivering monologues.
Now, by people, she means Lux. Lux gave a TED Talk. She went down the line and she gave reasons why people were good and then ultimately why Lucy was bad. It's so funny.
It's brilliant.
Well, again, she's a referential queen.
It's Alaska.
Can't ask her. Did she do that?
No, but it gives that, don't you think?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
Remember? You know?
Lucy said Selena. Because Lucy's like, if we're going by track record, which is valid, Selena doesn't have any wins.
Yeah.
Send her home. Sure, that's a valid thing to say. However, Selena was like, she was just talking to me about how Lux and Mistress are awful to her. Could you not have said one of their names instead of the person who's been nice to you?
Yeah,
and I have to agree,
that
was a perfect time for her to say, Mistress has been gaslighting me for 10 episodes. Send her home. I understood why Selena's
But I think Lucy didn't understand, maybe? I don't know.
Well, I think, too, Selena did have the benefit of by the time it got to her, Mistress answered in kind of a jokey way. You know, like, I think the vibe had changed.
Yeah. Anyway, we do have this lip sync to, I gotta be honest. I have only heard the clip from TikTok. I had no idea what the rest of the song was about.
Oh, you're not watching Stranger Things. It was a weird choice.
It was a weird choice, and I felt for them. I was following Selena's storyline more than I was following Lucy's.
Same. Selena taking her gloves off and revealing smaller gloves is really funny.
Oh, that is funny.
I don't know that she did it at the right time. I watched it twice. I watched it at Precinct.
Oh, you watched it at Precinct?
Well, because I got there early to wait in line, and I ended up getting up there right before the lip sync. So I did watch it then, and as I was watching it then, I was very much Team Selena. And when the bar erupted in boos when she lost, I was with them. I was like, boo, boo, boo. But then as I watched it this morning, the thing I liked about Lucy's performance, as I said before, the quiet, she took her time with it.
I'm so sorry.
She did that.
I'm so sorry.
I enjoyed that a lot. Whereas Selena, we've seen her lip sync before, and we've seen how she kind of, and I'll be honest, She's lip syncing in gloves this big, okay? That's gotta be awkward and hard as fuck to lip sync to. But she does do this whole, like, to the judges. She's always kind of pointed to the judges. And she's always like, look at me. Do you see? Do you see me? Look at me. I could see how, if you've seen that a couple times from her, where you'd be like, I've seen that. I wish at one point, because you know the chorus is, I'm running up that road, I'm running up that hill. I wish she'd done that to reveal her gloves. I wish she had chucked them off. I'm running up that road, and then it hit Lucy. That'd be hilarious.
Or if she just ran.
I think
it's a hard song.
For story, they need the continued villain / bullied person.
Yeah.
But God, it was hard to see Selena go. Of all,
I hate it, especially on such a great episode for her.
Of all the double saves we've seen and gone, what? This was like a obvious. Come on, we want this to happen.
Mistress
Save them.
was gaslighting Lucy, and the judges were gaslighting Selena. Selena Gaslitties.
You could not light a match. The whole place would have gone up.
Yeah.
I just listened to, I told you this, but I just listened to My Favorite Murder.
I just listened to it too, after you told me.
And Karen is telling the story of Mount St. Helens exploding, and one of my favorite things about Georgia is I feel like sometimes kind of zones out because they're long stories. It's almost like her brain goes, I haven't talked in a minute. I need to insert something so people know I'm paying attention. So she'll pick the most random thing Karen says and have a huge reaction to it. It always makes me laugh. Karen goes, so Mount St. Helens explodes and 200 homes are swept away. 500 cars are left abandoned on the roads and 13 bridges collapse. And Georgia just comes out of nowhere and goes, 13 bridges? Oh my God, that's awful. What about the 200 homes and 500 cars? Anyway, listen to My Favorite Murder. I love those girls. So we say goodbye to Selena.
That's sad.
Really hard. Really sad. And I wouldn't have said that a couple weeks ago. I gotta be honest with you.
I want to see her again.
I love her.
On an All-Stars.
And I think she will. If anything, her speech about Ross only puts her more in the
line of duty.
Yeah. Thank you for your service. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to see more from us, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and, of course, the notification bell.
Join us on Patreon for never-before-seen footage and exclusive content. Patreon.com/IMHO The Show.
Also, we're both on Cameo, so if you'd like a message to a loved one, a hated one, both, go ahead and hit us up there.
Or you can get a Shameo, which is a privatized message from both of us with the background, all of it.
Opening credits. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? You can go to IMHOtheshow.com for that. We also have merch at
dragqueenmerch.com.
And we have 2 shows coming up. If you are in LA, we will be at the Aster on March 28th. It is our live show. We're singing, we're making jokes. It's really fun. It is a free event, but it is a members-only club. So they are allowing non-members in. If you RSVP, only the first 100 people will be getting in. So go to the link in the description box and make sure you RSVP.
And then the first weekend in April, find us at San Francisco.
We are at San Francisco.
Find us
we're just going to wander around.
Find us in San Francisco at Beaux in the Castro. We're going to be there all weekend, and we're going to make them regret
It's going to be IMH Beaux. It's IMH Beaux.
That was funny.
I know. That's why they invited us. So we will be there Friday for the viewing party, March 31st, into April Fool's Day. We will have brunch. On Saturday, but we'll also perform. And then Sunday we will be at Big Top Sundays. So make sure you come see us in San Francisco.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I've never been.
I've never been either.
Never been.
Well, I have been, but I never as a...
So you lied. Are you gaslighting me? Bye. No, for real, I am really excited about San Francisco.
I am too.
Doesn't
I
it
just
make you
want to
watch
go
Princess Diaries?
Yeah, and Georgia the Jungle.
Oh yeah, I
They
forgot.
go to that.
I don't want to talk about that. Because you forgot to mention how beautiful Leslie Mann was the last time you said it.
She's so beautiful. We did you know that song, George of the Jungle, friend as he can be.
Is that in the movie?
Uh-huh.
I hate when they make the movies and they don't do the songs.
Oh yeah, Wicked better get it right.
If they don't, if there's no songs,
if there's no song called Wicked, I'm gonna be so mad.
Did you ever read the book?
Yeah.
Ugh, right?
Yeah. Too much.
Agreed.
No,
Page is green. Sides.
Oh,
yours?
Is that fun?
Yeah.
Mine was just regular.
Oh.
Whenever I was in middle school, we sang that, and I was like, I'll be the ape named Ape. And they were like, okay, you get an ape costume, you could be the ape. Who doesn't sing? But I had my mom go to a professional costumery. And
love that.
And we rented an ape mask, and someone had made an ape costume by doing like a black sweatsuit and then cutting out abs and pecs.
Hot.
in gray and putting it right here and then just like putting patches of fur everywhere. It was so hot in there, but I loved it.
I don't, listen, it's fur, hot.
Too hot.
Remember when I wore that heart, that furry heart?
Yeah.
I've never sweated so much. I got up and there was a butt stain on the fucking, and it's like, it's light wood. You can't even see. It was stained. I was sweating so much.
Oh my God, I'm almost done being sick.
Yeah, but that's how, if it's like a big, hefty, hearty cough, that's how you know it's getting better.
Yeah. I feel like it's getting better.
And it gets better. Hashtag.
Does it?
Not for everybody. I gotta be honest. Not for everybody. Can I tell you my gripey story?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, listen, mental health matters, and I'm getting my stuff together, but while I'm doing that, I had considered taking a break from gummies. I know. But you build up a tolerance, and it gets expensive, and so it takes, from my internet research, I'm a scientist, it takes 21 days-ish for your tolerance to out your body. So I was like, oh, I'll take a break so that I don't have to spend as much on gummies anymore because I don't have any money. But then, super depressed, I was like, this is not the time that I need to take myself off gummies. So today, I was like, fuck it. I'm going to get gummies. I'm gonna buy more gummies. I'm gonna self-medicate. That's America, okay? I go to the place, pull in, park, and then this Mercedes, it's always a Mercedes, pulls in sideways and parks and takes up 3 parking spaces. So there's
it's
me,
a Mercedes.
3 parking spaces, and then there's only one other parking space left, and it's kitty corner. It's hard to get into, and I was so mad, but I knew I was mad because of depression, and so I was like, I'm mad anyway, but I know that I will physically fight this man if I confront him. So I was like, don't do it, baby. Yeah. Go and get your gummy. Go get your gummy. Gummy make you feel better. You feel good. You feel fine. So I go in, and everyone in the store, because it's all windows, and everyone in the store is looking out, and I think they're all looking at the car too, because like they've got to be as upset as I am, right? And we get to the register. I can't stop staring at this car because he hasn't gotten out of the car yet, and I'm like, if he comes in here, I'll fight him. I will. I'll do it. So I turned to her, and I was like, it's always the Mercedes, right? And she's like, what? And then I realized, oh, I'm not gummied, and I'm depressed, so I'm mad at everybody. So she's not mad about this, and now I look crazy. But I was like, fuck it, I've already started. So I was like, that fucking Mercedes, it's always a Mercedes or like a Tesla or like any expensive car. They just park wherever the fuck they want. That guy is taking up 3 parking spots. You only have 5, okay? I've got 1, he's got 3. And he's still sitting there. And she's like, oh yeah. And I was like, fuck, I've turned her off. I'm crazy. So I said, that's why I'm buying gummies. I ran out of gummies. That's why I'm so mad. And she's like, oh, same. When I take a gummy, anyone could do anything. I'm so patient. But like, I completely agree. And I was like, okay, good. I'm not crazy. And she said that it happens all the time. They have a really tiny parking lot. When someone is inconsiderate in parking, it's always a really expensive car. And she's like, last week, this guy came in, parked his car in the middle of the parking lot, not in a space, just pulled in and stopped and got out of his car. Not in a space, just stopped. And she's like, he was so mean to me, and he just kept rushing me, and I'm trying to work as fast as I can, but he keeps telling me that his driver is waiting for him. That's his car, and his driver's waiting, so she's got to hurry up for his driver. Well, why is the driver sitting in, like, no one can get in or out of this place anymore, because his car is just in the middle. And she's like, and then he went outside and got in the driver's side and drove off. He made up a driver. That's a Mercedes attitude for you.
That is
not very cunt, honey baby.
Brilliant. I can't wait to try it.
You can't drive.
I'm an excellent driver. I'm not technically allowed to, is the only thing. I think I'm going to do that this year. I know I said that last year. I think I'm going to do it this year.
I saw a TikTok of a woman who got pulled over and didn't have a license, and then the officer, ACAB, asked her for a license. She said, I don't have to have one. And he goes, no, it's the law. And she goes, no, it's not. And I was like, for a second I went, maybe it's not. Listen, be cunt, honey baby. Be confident, okay?
Cunt, honey
baby this year.
CHB in the CBD store.
Yeah, well, THC, CBD. I do 1-to-1. So I do a 10 milligram sour gummy Camino.
And then do TLC IRL.
Yeah. Okay, we love you. Goodbye.